What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fantasy Football Game Show presented by Front Yard Fantasy. I'm Simon, joined as always by my co-hosts Josh and John Luke. What's up, boys?
Wow.
It's Friday. Bam! Pow! Guys, we got all the sound effects today, all the onomatopoeia joining us as well. Your favorite member of the Front Yard fam here for some fun Friday fun. Tim Wright. Tim, thank you for coming on with us.
Always a pleasure. And look, hey, beer.
Tim's celebrating early for St. Patrick's Day today.
Oh, yeah.
It's next Thursday, so he's starting his weekend off right.
Mm-hmm.
Such a
guys,
when I first read it, it said beef.
beef.
Oh, God. That's disgusting. Guys, joining us today to play some poll perception is great friend of the show. You know him on Twitter at Daddy's Home FF. Mike, thank you so much for joining us today. For those of you that do not know Mike, come on, like, what are you doing? But he is the connoisseur of connoisseurs when it comes to sandwiches. He's a contributor over at DLF, and he writes a weekly Deep Sleeper article over at Trophy Smack. Mike, thank you so much for coming on with us today, my man.
Oh, I'm so stoked. I mean, Simon, Josh, and Tim, to be on a show with you guys is an absolute honor. I couldn't be happier to be here with the three of you. You know, that's really why I'm here. So thank you.
And guys, I did forget something very important in his intro. Mike is also the arch nemesis of John Luke Garofalo. They are nemesis. Is that the plural of nemesis? So
nemesis.
I just call my nemesis.
Nemesis.
Yeah, whatever.
No, not that one. Definitely not that one.
Listen, I consider JL's one of my best friends. You know, he's awesome, but I can't help but find myself on Mike's side here. I mean, I remember,
this is going well. I'm enjoying this show so far.
The Italian sandwich, you just buried it, Mr. Italian.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Come on.
This wasn't born from nothing. Like, there's no hate because he has two first names. Like, it's literally a hatred of his actual foundation of life. Him
as a person.
It's just you as a human being. Like, there's nothing else.
The idea of me.
We got Craig in here ready for today. He said, big question for today. Will Daddy win poll perception, lose, or be sandwiched in the middle? Good one, Craig.
Well played.
We got Albert in here. What's up, Albert? Welcome in. Glad to have you here.
Albert.
Mr. Scampers, welcome in. And guys, we got a birthday in the chat, and this person has been around for a long time and is expecting a birthday song. Jordan is turning 14 years old,
really
as Josh said.
Guys,
I think we got to sing happy birthday to Jordan.
We have to do it.
The classic.
It's always so bad. We haven't done it in so long.
Our viewers are going to cut in half during this, but we're going to do it. You guys ready?
Yeah, Mike. I better hear you singing, Mike.
3.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday
to you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, dear Jordan.
Yes.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, God.
Beautiful.
Just as good as last time.
Waste it,
We only lost 7 viewers. That wasn't too bad.
Not awful.
Jay in here also saying he thought Tim's hat said beef. Yeah, Tim is a beef eater. So
Because I'm a meathead. That's nonsense. Rude.
Come here now, Beach89. Welcome in. Glad to have you in here. And NBA Rigged, it's been a minute. Glad to have you in here.
NBA.
Welcome back. And the
Where have you been?
superstar of trivia last night, pub trivia, Dame, won 2 of the 3 games, came in second in the one that they did not win. Just absolutely killing it.
Who won that other game?
I think his name was Jersh, if I remember correctly. It was Jersh.
Okay. Cool.
We got Kason
Good job,
in
Dave.
here.
You killed it.
What's up, Kason? Welcome in. And Mr. Scamper said, breathy songs are my favorite. Yeah, that's how people often describe us is breathy. Kason said, that's some opera quality singing. And NBA saying we're basically the Boys to Men. Yep, I think so.
That's a big
I think so.
compliment.
Guys, before we get started with our game today, a couple reminders. Number one, if you're not doing so already, go and follow our guest Mike over on Twitter right now at Daddy's Home FF. Not only does he have top tier sandwich takes, but he's a great fantasy analyst over there as well. So make sure you guys are following him right this instant. Once you do that, come on back over here. You're watching us on YouTube or Twitch already. And if you haven't done so, hit that subscribe button on YouTube to our channel at Front Yard Fantasy and make sure you like this video. It is the easiest way to show your support for what we're doing over here. And if you're on Twitch, you just got to hit that follow button. It's one less step, but it means a little less.
Easy.
So, yeah. Guys, we are going to be playing poll perception today. We had some debate teams, but you know what? It's every man for himself on this show today. We are going head to head to head to head. And Mike, since you are our guest, I will let you pick if you want to go first, second, third, or fourth in today's
A lot of pressure.
game.
Ooh.
A lot of pressure.
You know what? I honestly don't want jail stupidity to rub off on me, so I will go
Separate them.
Yeah,
And-
I think
Make
I
jail
think
go
that-
third
You don't
then.
know where I'm going to go.
I know where you go is going to mess with my head in the worst ways. So no, I'm going to go first, and
Oh,
that
what an
way
idiot.
JL can either copy me like a genius or say
Yes.
something really stupid.
Would
Yeah.
be smart.
I am a genius. Thank you.
So I determined the rest of the order. We are going to be going in this order. It is going to be Mike, Tim, JL, Josh is the order that we are going to be going in today.
Oh, I get to rub off on
Mike,
JL.
Tim,
Let's go.
JL,
I love it when you rub off on me, Tim.
Don't rub off on me, Tim.
Reminds me of the college days.
My
Why would you
ideas
rub and
pass
Never
through
mind. I'm gonna
people.
just stop talking. I'm gonna stop talking.
Guys, I'm also seeing this in there. Is this official news or is this just wishful thinking? Mac to the Chargers. Khalil
Official.
Mack, has anyone? That's official. I hadn't
Official,
seen
yeah.
that
Yeah,
yet.
it
that's
happened
a-
yesterday.
Yeah, second
I think it was
and
for
a
a
sixth,
second,
I
a
believe.
fourth, or so. Yeah, second. It was ridiculous.
Well,
I know they're trying to just get rid of the contract, but
And they had an opt-out this year that I think they were going to exercise. So realistically, I think Mac was going to hit the open market regardless. If they didn't exercise this year, as I understand it, they were on the hook for another like 66 million for ages 32 to 35. So for the Bears where they're at, it's not a bad return
sense.
given the fact that they were probably going to get zero out of it. So
Yeah, I saw
What did
someone
they give up for
compare.
him?
I saw someone compare Von Miller's contract to him because I guess they're similar ages, and he didn't get nearly as much or something comparable. So I think it's around fair, around market. He's 31 years old, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, 31. And his production, I mean, he's a great player, but he's not what he was when they, signed him to that contract. And the Bears aren't what they were when they picked him up. So, I mean, it's a decent deal all around. Hopefully he gets his ring with the Chargers and
that'd be awesome.
Herbert would be great. So
That would be cool. And I would love to see a Chargers Super Bowl. I was hoping for a Chargers Rams Super Bowl this past year.
I think they need fans first, and then I think they can win a Super Bowl.
Why is it hot in there?
Yeah, it's very, very hot.
Yeah. Guys, we are going to be playing some poll perception today, like I mentioned. Before we start, I'm going to explain the rules, though. Josh, listen up. You always forget these.
Please.
How this game works is before the show started, I found 9 polls online that are NFL or fantasy related. I'm going to propose a poll to one of our contestants. Mike, you're going first, so I'm going to propose a poll to you. And I'm going to ask you what percentage of people chose side A in that poll. It's always going to be side A that you're giving me the percentage for. Once you give me a percentage, the other contestants, you'll set the line, say it's 60%. Tim, JL, and Josh, you'll then be responsible for telling me whether you think the actual percentage of people that chose side A is over or under Mike's guess. Mike, the closer you are to the actual number, the more points you're going to get. 15 away, you'll get 1, and then that scales up to 10 points if you get it exactly right on the head. Everybody else, you'll get 2 points if you correctly pick the over-under. We will go through 2 full rounds like this, 8 polls total. Each of you guys are going to get 2. And then we will go into our 9th and final round where all of you will be guessing a percentage. Whoever is the closest on that one will get 5 points unless you hit it right on the head, in which case you are going to get the full 10. The person with the most points at the end of that 9th and final round is our poll perception champion for today.
Let's go. That's me.
Woo!
I already determined that it will be me. Sorry, Mike.
That's fair. That's fair.
What's
long
up,
as it's
Sean?
not JL,
Welcome
right?
in. Glad to have you.
It's all of us
one-
against jail at this
It's my
point.
one condition.
And Josh, Jay likes your shirt. And also,
I
JL,
love this shirt.
did you mess with the poll, JL? Did you put
Mess?
stupid Mike in the poll instead of just
Oh,
Mike?
No, I would
No,
never.
I think he actually means JL. Like I think JL
Oh,
is basically
JL
just
is
stupid.
stupid.
I call
Mike.
myself Stupid Mike.
Yeah,
I
I
want to
think
be like him.
like if you
but I'm
thought
too
like
stupid
what,
to be like him.
yeah, that's kind of what we're thinking.
Yeah. No, you're spot on. You saw right through me.
Mike, are you ready for your first poll?
No, but let's do it
Okay,
anyway.
well, here
Get
it
in
comes
there.
anyways.
I think we got stupid chat today because Mike's somehow winning this poll.
I got a vote. I got 2 because I voted for myself. But
Love it.
Here we go.
That's fantastic.
Mike, your first
How many
first poll. This is a 12-team Dynasty Superflex PPR league. Okay.
Mhm.
Side A is Kyler Murray plus Terry McLaurin. Side B is Justin Fields plus Jalen Waddle. What percentage of people chose the Kyler Murray and Terry McLaurin side? And I accidentally wrote Justin Field. Let me
Who's
correct that real quick.
Clarifying question on this one.
Yes.
Was the poll conducted before or after the Wentz news?
All of this poll specifically was in the last 24 hours. It was
Okay.
after the Wentz news. All of the polls this week have been within the last week, and I made sure not to pick any polls that would have changed because of news that came out. So something that was 5 days ago, I wouldn't, or 7 days ago, I wouldn't pick a Washington Commanders poll from 7 days ago, knowing what we know now.
Beautiful. Simon.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Kyler and Terry, Fields and Waddle. Man, people love Waddle. People do love Waddle. This one's gonna be tight. I'm gonna go 46% side A.
46% side A from Mike on that one. Tim, do you think the actual answer is over or under Mike's guess of 46%?
I was trying to see if you gave any tells or anything like that because I'm going to Queen Bee one of these answers for sure. I just don't know which one yet.
And by the way, Queen Bee means guessing exactly. He thinks that you're exactly right. So he just is saying, I don't want to go over or under. I think you're exactly right. And I'm rolling with that. And he gets a lot of points if that ends up
You get
happening.
10
We've never
points.
seen it happen.
I love
It's
it.
never happened.
I
officially
wouldn't
made it
this time,
15.
Tim. I'm really not good at this stuff.
More.
If you need to tell, I'm the one who guessed. That should be tell enough that it's wrong.
That's fair. I don't know. You said 46% for side A. I'll go over.
Tim confidently with
Yeah.
the over on that
Scary,
one.
Scary Terry's good enough, and Kyler's very good. We don't really know Justin Fields that well, so
JL, are you going with Tim taking the over, or are you going to be a free thinker and take the under here?
Are you implying I'm not a free thinker? If
I'm implying that you would just be copying Tim.
Okay.
Obviously.
I'm just gonna copy Tim then. I'll take. the
Okay.
over.
yeah.
Okay. I'm just kidding. That could have been your own answer ahead of time, but it could also be you copying
Probably
Tim.
not.
Josh,
Probably not.
are you going to independently take the over or independently take the under?
Well, you know, I'm my own person. And when I personally, as myself, write down this trade, I'm like Justin Fields versus Kyler Murray. Oh, it's Kyler Murray for sure. And then it's Terry McLaurin versus Jalen Waddle. I think the majority of people are going to go Jalen Waddle there, but in my mind, it's a little bit closer. I know it's closer in your mind, Simon. You're super high on Terry McLaurin. I'm going to take the over. I think it's close, but more on the Kyler and Terry McLaurin side.
Okay. So Mike's guess was 46%. Everybody else went over on your guess, Mike. We got some guesses in the chat. We got 58% from Kaysen, 63 from Dame, Mr. Scampers at 61, Jay Wall at 49, Jay at 55, Albert at 65, Craig at 44, and
there's
Maria
one
just saying,
different.
hey. What's up,
Hey,
Maria?
hey.
Welcome in.
You.
Woo, woo, woo.
Woo woo woo.
Okay. Sorry, I just got thrown off by message. Can someone check the Discord because that sounds concerning if it's true. I don't know if it's true, but there's reports of frogs being mistreated in our Discord, and we don't stand for that. But guys, the actual percentage of people that chose the Kyler Murray and Terry McLaurin side of this trade was 51%. So Mike, this is good
Dang,
for
that was
everyone.
close.
You were within
Thank you,
5. So
Tim.
you're
You're
gonna
with the
get
5. That's as good as you
points.
can get without
I got
getting
you,
spot
JL.
on.
Without
Love it.
getting
That
it
was
exactly
awesome.
right. Yeah, so Mike, you are going to get 5 points for that. Everyone else is going to get 2, but that is a great start, and you are off to
Yeah.
an early lead.
I
on
definitely
that
would
one,
have said
Mike.
54% on here, which I would have been very happy with as well.
It would have worked. It
What was the final number?
51%
okay.
on the Terry McLaurin side. Yeah, so it was super close. I think you broke it down well right there. If you do that poll again with a different set of 600 votes, I bet it's 51% on the other side, 49% the other way. It's
it's sexy and stable. I mean that, and Twitter always leans sexy. If I was voting, with smart people, it would be 70% Kyler, but that's different.
Is that the side you would take, Mike?
By a lot, yeah, by a good amount. I just think that it's give me the quarterback in Superflex, give me the guaranteed quarterback, and that's Kyler Murray.
I'm with you. I would be on that side. Would anybody here be taking the Justin Fields and Jalen Waddle side?
I love Jalen Waddle. I want him everywhere, and I don't care about sacrificing Kyler for that. So I would. I know it's the wrong answer.
No,
I want players that I want.
It's not the wrong answer.
It's close enough that there is no
51%, 49% of people went with that side. So
yeah.
I think it's close enough. If that's the player you like the most, then you go and do it. And Brady said, "What's up, guys? I listened to some of the Price is Right show from yesterday and loved it. Possibly new favorite. We'll be bringing back the Price is Right, playing some more. It is not my favorite game. I did not do very well, but we'll see next time." Tim.
And there's a lot of different ways to go with those mini games. Still, it's still going to evolve from here, so it's going to be fun.
Watch out.
Watch out.
Tim, are you ready for your first poll in this game?
Can I queen
Let's
bee
do
myself
it.
without giving you an answer? And then does that just automatically give me the points?
Yeah, and then any
Guaranteed
anything that
10.
it is-
Go,
yeah.
go with 35%.
Maybe.
Okay, Tim, here's your poll. Which Broncos player is helped the most by Russell Wilson? Side A, Albert O. Side B, Cortland Sutton. Side C, Jerry Jeudy. Side C, Javonte Williams. I need you to give me the percentage of people that chose Albert O in this poll.
Oh, this is fun. First of all, I'm very excited for the Broncos this year. I was pretty excited about that news. So I have a healthy amount of Cortland Sutton, some Javonte. And I think I drafted Albert O as well, just by accident because I liked his name. But if I'm going to split this out because of math, Cortland Sutton's that big-bodied receiver, not quite DK size, but probably a better receiver overall. So I'm going to think Cortland might win this by a hair over Jeudy. Javonte is going to get production. So I'm going to we'll go a healthy 11 for Albert O.
11% for Albert O from Tim on that one. JL, do you think the actual answer is over or under Tim's guess of 11%?
Kind of forgot how this game worked for a second and was trying to figure out a different player.
A percentage?
Yeah, just a percentage for a different player on here. Like who?
You just
who
got
I
to say
thought won.
over under, bro.
I know. I know that. Thank you. I'm gonna go with as 11%.
How many times have we played this? How many times? Like literally, like maybe 100.
I was never taught how to count. I don't know.
Probably.
I'm gonna go with over.
JL taking the over on Tim's guess of 11%. Josh,
Yep.
Are you going with JL on the over or are you taking the under here?
I just don't think Tim left me much room to take the under. Where I could see it still being the under because like Albert O is not the big name. Oh. No, I'm joking. Jerry Jeudy and Cortland Sutton, Javonte Williams, they're all much bigger names. So like the average fantasy fan or just football fan might just be clicking on one of those guys when they see this poll, you know? So I do think Albert O was the biggest winner here though, just because his stock went up the most after this news, in my opinion. He was owned in less than half of Dynasty leagues out there, and now he's owned in every single one. I'll take the over, but I think it's probably a good guess. I don't know. He should win it, in my opinion. But
We've got double over so far. Mike, are you taking the over as well on Tim's guess of 11%, or are you taking the under?
Oh man, I'm torn. So the reason why I'm torn is because helped most by the Russell Wilson trade is one thing. Moving on
by Russell Wilson,
but helped by Russell Wilson, who historically doesn't have a history of helping out tight ends. That's where I'm kind of torn. And Albert O's just been a ridiculously hot name, overvalued now, I think, probably since it's happened. You know what? Queen Bee, my man. I can't figure it out. So.
Yeah.
I respect the hell out of that.
Honestly,
That is amazing.
Simon's face was pretty shocked. Like,
I
it
was just
like-
shocked
it's
by
like,
the. We've never.
Yeah.
I don't even know if anyone's ever called it, and Mike just called it. So
No,
guys,
we
we've
have
got-
one or two.
Yeah,
Queen
one or
Bee
two
calls
people.
One or
for
two.
sure. Yeah, not many.
it's shocking every time. We got 2 overs, 1 queen bee, and we got a bunch of good guesses in the chat. Jay Wall said 7%, Craig with 12, Dame with 18, Kaysen with 12, Sean with
This is
13,
11%,
Jay
I swear
with
to God.
17,
What up, Sean?
Albert with
I'm
10.
leaving. I'm just leaving.
That-
You might
that'll
as
be-
well because you won.
Yeah, that'll be wild.
That would be insane.
Geek with 12, Brady also with 12.
Wow.
and
I don't
Mr.
think anyone's
Scampers
ever
with
hit a queen bee rule, right?
22%. No one's ever
No.
hit a queen
Hell
bee rule
no.
as of yet.
No.
But all those guesses were around what you did for the most part, Tim. So let's find out the actual percentage of people that chose Albert O in this poll was 9%.
Oh,
Tim, you were very
we were
close to
so
being it.
man.
We were right there. It was
And you-
9%.
And
you know
missed
what?
out.
Yeah, Mike, you were no more wrong than JL and Josh here. You get the same number
That's
of points
true.
as them, so it was worth taking the shot, I
Dang.
guess. But
Yeah.
Tim, that's going to add 5 points to your score for
9%.
being within 5, putting you at 7. Mike, you're still at 5. JL and Josh, you guys are at 2. And Mike, I love the way you broke that down, because the way this question was asked was how I thought about it as well. The Russell Wilson trade, Alberto is probably the biggest winner, but the Russell Wilson addition, I'm not sure Alberto benefits necessarily from that. Full agree with you there. So we were talking about this on the show a little bit yesterday, Mike. Do you think Alberto is going to be the guy at tight end for the Broncos come the beginning of next season? Or do you think they're going to try to add a piece, maybe an Evan Ingram, a Robert Tonyan or something through the draft?
No, I think he'll be the guy. I think realistically, when you look at Denver, when you look at the system, and we look at the pass catchers, they don't really need that high end tight end. And we've been talking about this guy coming for a while. He's athletic. He's a big target. There's not much else you're going to find that's going to improve that position enough that it's worth investing in. I think you're going to see them go in other areas. I think some of their money in free agency is going to go to bringing back Melvin Gordon. I do think that's almost a sure bet at this point. And then, go on defense. But overall, I don't think there's a reason with Tim Patrick in the fold and obviously the 2 receivers in the poll to be adding an Evan Ingram, for example, who, one of those glorified slot receivers, you just don't need them in this offense. So I think he'll be the guy. I just think he's going to be heavily overweighted by people, and he's going to be a Gerald Everett type performer. Some weeks will be great, some weeks not, but I don't think you're going to see him take off or even hit the levels that maybe Noah Fant would have hit if he stayed in this offense.
So your lack of excitement isn't due to them
Mike.
maybe adding another piece. It's just more they don't need him. He's not going to be utilized like some of these top tier tight ends.
There's just so many players there, and
Yeah.
Wilson isn't a guy who tends to feed the tight end. There's just I love the talent in Alberto. I just don't necessarily love the fit. That's
Yep.
all.
Yep. I'm with you there. I think he's a little bit overvalued. Guys, JL, it is your turn to answer a
What's the
poll.
breakdown on the rest of that, by the
Oh,
way?
you want to know the whole breakdown on
Yeah,
that one?
yeah,
We can
yeah,
do
good
that.
question.
So the winner of that poll was Jerry Judy with 47%.
Ooh, I was too
Um,
low on
Cortland Sutton was at 30%. Devontae Williams at 14%, and then Albert O at 9%. Is how that one
I
broke
still
down.
think Alberto should be above Javonte Williams there, personally, but it doesn't matter. Not it makes sense.
Yeah,
People are
I just thought
excited
the
about
hype.
Devontae Williams.
I was gonna say I thought the hype for Javonte Williams would increase his market share of this poll.
Yep.
That's another thing. I mean, he was getting incredible hype before the Russell Wilson news. You can't even get much more hype than he was before Russell Wilson. So it's like there's really not much more room to go up.
Yeah.
Guys, before we get onto your poll, JL, so we're going to have, I'm going to come to you on this trade question first. SJ Douglas wants to know, would you guys trade CeeDee and Cam Akers in exchange for Javonte Williams and Terry McLaurin? I have Russ at QB. JL, would you be making this trade?
Yeah. I think this is a fine trade. It's not like you're not shaking up your team a ton here. This is like a trade where you're really like taking 2 positions and you're downgrading one and slightly boosting the other. But I think CeeDee Lamb, I'd take CeeDee Lamb over McLaurin easy, and Javonte over Akers. But that's the gap's a little smaller, and the fact that they're running backs makes me less worried about that.
Yeah, tend to agree with you a little bit there, but this is the type of trade that sometimes I look at and I'm just like, unless you're way higher on either the back or the receiver on the other side, I don't see the point.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it doesn't like change. Like this is like if I'm going to accept this trade, it's going to be like a roster thing. Like I slightly have stronger at one position or the other, and I'm just trying to balance out my team.
Yeah, maybe Cam Akers is on your bench, and Javonte Williams would be an upgrade for you or something along those lines. Mike, what do you think? Which side of this would you be taking?
I'm taking the CD side by a decent amount, to be honest. It's not so much a coin flip for me. I think the two guys at the end of the poll are probably a little more name value than production value. And I think CD Lamb, with the removal of Amari Cooper, is probably going to, and I saw Heath Cummings put this out first, he's probably going to be your number 3 or 4 dynasty wide receiver
he already is
by midseason. Yeah, he should have been anyway. Yeah,
he's my number 3. Yeah.
So realistically, when you look at Akers and Javonte Williams, especially like we talked about a second ago with Melvin Gordon coming back, I think they're probably a little closer than we give them credit to. And Terry McLaurin, I mean, this is wide receiver 24 points per game average. This is a guy who has made some outstanding catches, but realistically, I think his name value carried him into that top 13, 14 ADP when his production never has. And I think the promise of Javonte Williams has been, higher than the potential production is going to be. We've done this with players before. So give me the one guy who is shown to be a superstar in this league, and that's CeeDee Lamb.
There we go.
Yeah, especially if you think Melvin Gordon's going to be there, you're right, with the Broncos. Javonte Williams,
it only makes sense, right? Gordon goes back for the ring. I don't think he's going to go back for a ton of money. I think he's going to say, hey, I'll come back for whatever it takes to get on this team and make a run at it. I mean, I think that's the move.
I'm with you on that one. I've been saying it makes so much sense for Melvin Gordon, even before the rush trade, to just stay there. Like, he's got a role. It's working well for that Denver offense. Like, I know fantasy managers like to assume that maybe the NFL is going to make decisions that would help them as well. But man, it just makes so much sense for Gordon to be back there in Denver. I'm with you, Mike. JL.
And just so you guys know, I think it's a very close trade. I think it's super even. CD Lamb slightly for me side, but I think it's uber close.
Super close.
Yeah.
JL, one of these players that we were talking about is involved in this trade that I'm going to be asking you about right now. So a nice little appetizer, some foreshadowing with that conversation. Thank you, SJ Douglas, for providing that unknowingly. But JL, your poll, this is a Dynasty Superflex PPR league. Side A is Javonte Williams plus Derek Carr plus the 2022 101. Side B is Justin Fields plus Antonio Gibson plus Chase Claypool plus the 22 207. What percentage of people chose side A in this poll?
God,
a lot of parts. A lot of parts.
Let me break
I'm
this
still trying to break it down myself. Like
Javonte Williams, comparing him to Antonio Gibson, I'd rather have Javonte Williams. Derek Carr.
I kind of figured out a good thing to do, but I can't help you, so get out of here.
I didn't ask. Justin Fields and then Claypool for, oh man, this is a lot. Claypool for 101. I think I would rather have a 101 than Claypool and the 207. And so I'm going to go with 50. I'm going to go with 55%.
55% on side A, John Luke.
Yes, always.
Locked in. Josh, do you think the actual answer is over or under Jail's guess of 55%?
It's a tough one. But so this is kind of how I initially was breaking it down. I took Javonte Williams and Derek Carr, put them together. Antonio Gibson, Justin Fields, put them together. I think that's relatively close. I'm gonna give the slight edge probably to the Justin Fields side in total value, but I think that's pretty close. So if I just take that out of it, it's like the 2022 101 for Chase Claypool and a 2022 207. I think you had a good guess, JL. I think you had a really good guess, and that's probably where I would you? What was it exactly again?
55.
55.
Do it.
Do it.
I gotta do it. Do
It feels queen bee. It does feel queen bee. I'm gonna take the over.
Coward.
I think you're in there, man. I think you're close.
Oh, I'm in there.
I think you're close.
Guys, stop it. It's a family show. Mike, are you taking the over or under on JL's guess of 55%?
Over. It's not close. So
I think it's pretty close.
Realistically, when you look at when you look at what Twitter values as Javonte Williams and Breece Hall, You have the
That's
two
true.
sexiest names on one side of the trade, and it's side A, so it's on the top of the poll, which just scientifically people choose more.
Scientifically.
Where
Where are you getting this data, sir?
We got a
know where I
scientist
get
up
it
here.
from science.
Right.
I'm not going to tell you. You wouldn't understand. It'd be big words. You'd get confused.
We do a lot of science on the show, Mike. All right, we do brackets and there's science involved. All right.
If I was going to put a number on it, I would go 71% are going to choose
63
side A.
was what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the over by a good amount, because I'm just trying to think of like your eyes, right? What are your eyes pulling you to? And Justin Fields is fine. Antonio Gibson has been on kind of the decline. Chase Claypool kind of on the decline. But Javonte Williams and Breece Hall are what everybody's talking about. So I'm not saying that I think it's like 7 times the value of the other side. I just think the way the Twitter values things, it's side A by a lot more than JL's putting out.
So Mike said over, and he threw some
puts it on
insult
JL.
in there as
Yeah.
well. He said over, and you're stupid.
Yeah.
Tim, where are you going on this
He's
one?
gonna be
Over,
right. I
under,
just know
or
it.
what?
I mean, I was going to go over as well when I first saw this. I mean, Derek Carr, low-key, he had the top 5 yards
I
this
think
past
he was
season.
number 5 or number 6 in total.
Something
in
like that. And then
passing yards.
22-101 Dynasty Superflex. Even if you don't want Breece Hall, it's still Superflex opportunity for Kenny Pickett. So I think I think it's pretty easy side A for me.
Well, from
So
what I've
over.
heard, Pickett's hands are too small to be the 101 now. I'm pretty sure.
Tiny,
Yeah.
tiny.
Dale,
But guys,
I really like the lighting behind you, by the way. It looks nice.
Thank you, Josh. It's
Yeah.
there every day. But thank you
It's
for
there.
pointing
It
out to me.
looks a little different. Looks a little different.
Thank you, Josh.
Jail's guess was 55%.
First nice thing anyone has said to me this whole show.
Everybody
I figured-
taking the over on Jail's wonderful guess of 55%.
Josh is like, I'll compliment his lights.
Dan-
Not him.
we had some guesses in the chat, guys.
man
Dan with
knows how to light up a room.
38%, Craig with 41%, J-Wall going 84, a little more in line with what you were saying. Mike Kaysen at 65, Sean at 63, right in line with you, Josh. Albert at 45, Geek Mill saying
Albert.
77%. Brady saying
What did Albert go
59
with?
based on the Breece
45.
Hall hype. 45 from Albert.
Chumps.
Mr. Stanford said
I got Albert in my
66.
corner. I don't know any of you fools.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Come here now said
Dame
27%.
guess?
And Dame said, is
Yeah,
Derek
Dame.
Carr Wolverine? I believe is
He
their
went with
official
38.
guess.
Damn, both of them went under. Oh no!
Both of our
Our
ringers.
2 chat superstars
Mike,
went with the under.
ready.
So,
Get ready, Mike.
No, don't say that, Josh. Not going.
guys, the actual percentage of people that chose side A, the Javonte Williams, Derek Carr, and 101 side of this poll was, I'm sorry, JL, 78%. It was
Boom.
78%.
Learn
Chose
something today,
side
JL.
A.
You're learning something today. You're
I
learning the
think it's
daddy
seven-
way.
I
seven.
resigned
Nice.
from this company.
Can I have
You
JL's
all
points
have
just for being that far off? Just slide them over to me. Is there a way to steal here?
Okay, well,
How many
Mike,
votes,
that's-
Simon?
That would be
so
an
I need
interesting little
something.
one
mechanism.
second, I'm adding up the scores before you start
That
complaining
would
about
be
the
like
sampling
that.
size.
It's like
size.
it's like I'm going with you over, and I don't think that the person that like originally guessed is getting any points. So give me double,
Yeah.
you know, kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
There are 703 votes on this poll, John Luke. Is that good enough?
That's fine.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
It's fine.
Fine enough. And Geek Mills, shout out
That is-
77%. Very,
What was it,
very
78?
close on 78. They were only 1 percentage point away,
Great
guessing 77% on that one. And we got some people shocked by that one.
Yeah.
Whoa. Brady said, take that, Albert and Dave. Brady's like, how's it feel to be on the bottom? Welcome to my world.
Started
get the
I'm just
Brady.
kidding, Brady. I'm just messing with you. Albert and Dame can't defend themselves on video, so I was just throwing a little back your way. But Dame said, wait, team chat. Brady, don't turn on Dame. You guys are on the same
Yeah.
team.
yeah,
Together.
The 3-5 crew. Josh, that means we're coming
Yeah.
to you for the next poll.
Let's
And
go.
we've
I'm
had
ready.
2 people get 5 points. Jail, great guess. I loved your logic. It just didn't pan out for you on
Shut
that
It
one.
was just bad.
And now we are on
Don't
to
need your
Josh's first poll.
Patronizing comments.
I mean, yeah.
What happened to
wasn't
the
bad.
scores on the bottom? Can we see those?
Oh yeah, my
You
bad.
really want to see him now. You're like,
Yeah.
wait, who's in last?
Oh. Oh, that's how that works. I wasn't sure how the scoring worked. I didn't know if jail was still at 2. I'm sorry. I just didn't see.
At least
I'm
more than
new.
0.
I'm new. I'm sorry.
Okay, Josh, your poll this time is a 14-team Dynasty Superflex PPR league. 14-team Dynasty Superflex PPR. Side A is Jamar Chase. Side B is Jalen Waddle plus Elijah Moore plus the 2022 201. And Josh, sometimes you mix up Moore and Mitchell. This is the wide receiver Moore. This is the wide receiver Moore. You got double wide receivers here.
Elijah rookies. They mess with me.
Man,
I do value Elijah Moore over Elijah Mitchell, so that does matter here. 2020-201, it's a super flex league, so that's actually got value. I was recently looking at the rookies, and there's about 15 rookies right now that I'm excited to have on my team, like really excited. And then once the draft hits, there's gonna be guys drafted ahead that we expect, so that pick has some value. But Jamar Chase is so uber value. No one wants to trade him right now. But in my opinion, it's like Jalen Waddle. I'd much rather have Jamar Chase. But add in Elijah Moore and then another pretty good rookie. It's it's hard not to take that side. It's hard not to cash in the Jamar Chase value. Yeah, I don't want to trade Jamar Chase at all. So this is really tough for me. I think it's going to be somewhere closer to the middle. I love playing with my nines. I think I'm going to go with side B here. So I'm going to go 48%.
how is that 9?
I mean, 45. 45%.
Final answer, 45%.
Yeah.
On the Jamar Chase side.
Yeah.
So Josh answering 45% on the Jamar Chase side here. Mike, we're coming to you first. Before we do that, though, there was something in the chat I wanted to address. Brady said he doesn't even care about doing well on this show. He's just here to make fun of Albert and Dame and then win that pub trivia. It's coming for you one day, Brady. You were close a couple times yesterday. You were right there.
Oh, that last question screwed him when the very last question.
The very last, he was like, I was in first the whole game, and then we get a freaking musicals question to end the game.
It screwed me too.
Mike, are you going to take the over or the under on Josh's guess of 45% on the Jamar Chase side of this poll?
No idea. Oh man, this one's tough because you have two real hot names in Chase and Waddle. Elijah Moore in the 201. I mean, if it's me, I'm taking side B. Depth in 14-team leagues is important, as Jay mentioned in the chat. But nobody's trading Jamar Chase.
That depth really does matter.
Oh man, I'm gonna go over. I think people are still hesitant to trade Jamar Chase no matter what.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure the over is gonna get me to 50% though. You didn't leave me much wiggle room, man. I wish you had, but no.
It's Tim's guess of 11%. I felt like I couldn't go under, but
that's why Queen beat him. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go over. I still think people will automatically just click Jamar Chase in a trade. And I think if that 201 was even a 1 something, it might have a different visual. So I'm going to go Chase here. So I'll go over.
Over. Tim, what about you? Where are you going on this one?
I mean, gamesmanship should have me stay in line with Mike, but I don't really feel like doing that
way.
Jamar Chase had a crazy season. Yeah, I get it. So did Jalen Waddle. I would lean side B again because I just want Jalen Waddle. Elijah Moore, I'm pretty excited about. In the 201, I mean, depth.
It's not nothing.
That's not nothing at all.
It's definitely not nothing.
Simon got Terrace Marshall there last year.
I will kill you, JL. you just got to bring up that. I was thinking I got to be nicer to JL the rest of the stream. He's really getting paired up on it. And then you know why I got Terrace Marshall there? Because I had the 12 spot and I traded 1 pick back so JL could draft Jalen Waddle because I thought, Terrace Marshall will be just as good. Same thing. I just get an extra player on top. God. Thanks a lot, Jay.
He wasn't just as good.
I'm just glad we're all not laughing at me for a second.
Yeah, I was wrong. Tim, are you going with the over the under?
I would say that I'm a man of my word. I was going to do it once this game. Queen B it, baby.
Let's
go.
Love it.
JL, we've got 1 Queen B, 1 over. Where are you going here?
I'll take the under. I think this is an incredible line.
I think you have to. I mean, because you're so far behind.
I think that you're right, Mike. You've been right the whole show. It better work out for me here, Mike. You're an idiot, and I'm blaming you.
Guys, we got some guesses in the chat as well. Come here now, Beach 89 with 49%, Jay with 35, Mr. Scampers with 8, Dame with 33, Sean with 24, Geek with 22, Brady with 41, Albert with 45 here.
Yes!
Coach Craig with
Maybe.
34%. Guys, the actual answer to this poll, the percentage of people that chose side A was 42%.
Yes, I love it. Already.
Doesn't
matter.
So close.
You
Exactly.
idiots.
So close.
Oh man.
Dumb
Josh,
idiots.
You're going to
Yes.
get 5
Pick me
points for
over.
getting that one. And JL is the only one who's going to get points for correctly picking the over-under. But Tim, very close on the queen
I know.
bee, just
I
like
would
Mike
now.
right
Take the
there.
shot.
Mike was 2 away on a queen
Brady,
bee, and you were 3 away.
41%.
That was
We're
a
gonna hit
solid-
one today. We're gonna hit the queen bee today. I can feel it. JL, go queen bee next time. It doesn't matter. You lost anyway. So just have fun with it.
Not if I hit
Nice
that queen bee. I'm
job,
back.
guys, on that one.
You are back. You're more than back. You're winning.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, Josh, you're now in 9th. JL, you are in not 9th. You have 9 points. Tim,
I'm in
you
9th.
also have 9. Mike, you have 7. Right there behind him in JL, you have 4. And that is the end of our first complete round for today. But we're going into round 2, and we're going to go straight in. Mike, that means
All
we're
right.
coming back to you for your next poll. Are you ready?
You know I am. Let's do
Try
it.
to get
Okay.
at least 2 points here, Mike.
Here
I'll
was
do
the
my
question, Mike.
I'll try to do what
Build-
you didn't.
He's getting 1.
Building a real NFL franchise,
Mhm.
who would you rather have at quarterback? Side A, Malik Willis, or side B, Aaron Rodgers? So this question, I put it exactly how it was phrased in the tweet. You're building a real NFL franchise. Who would you rather have at QB? What percentage of people chose side A, Malik Willis here?
19.
Wow.
19.
Quick. He's not
Quick
messing around.
on that one. 19% locked in, Mike.
Lock it in.
Locked in.
It's a good guess, Mike. Yeah, that's about where I probably would have said 18.
Tim, do you think the actual answer is over or under 19%?
I still don't know where I'm gonna go here.
I mean, I feel like I have to go under if Rodgers just got that 4-year contract for some reason. So if you're telling me he's going to get like at least another 2 years of being the stud there, then yeah, I'll take the under. We know that.
The under from Timothy. JL, are you taking the over or under on Mike's guess of 19%?
I'll take the under as well.
Another under from JL and Joshua.
I still don't know where I want to go here. But it's Aaron Rodgers. It's Aaron Rodgers. It's Aaron Rodgers and a guy that's never played an NFL game, right? So I'll take the under.
Triple unders on your guess of 19%. Mike, let's see what the chat had to say on this one. We got 18% from J-Wall. Mr. Scampers at 8%. J-Wall at 24. Jay at 17. Albert at 15. Come here now, Beach 89 at 28%. And Sean at 12% on that one. And guys, I see another trade question in here right after this round. We will
I
get to
couldn't
that
do it,
trade
Mr.
question.
Scampers. I couldn't queen bee it. I just couldn't do it. It might not have been a bad one to queen bee, but I
This
don't
is still a
have-
good
I don't
guess.
have it.
I think it's
Yeah.
solid.
The actual percentage of people that chose Malik Willis in this poll over Aaron Rodgers was 37%.
Wow.
37% on the Malik Willis side. So nobody gets points this round. Unfortunately, Mike, you are 18
Wow.
percentage points
Whew.
away, which is outside of the range, and everybody
Dang.
picked the under on that one. But
Wow.
That
When I
is
saw
why
this-
Twitter
Surprising as heck.
does not own NFL franchises.
1,300
Now,
Great.
votes.
would have gotten points.
Yeah, there's 1,300 votes on this poll as well. So it's not a small
Wow.
sampling
What
size
we're talking
issue.
about, how old is Aaron Rodgers now? He's going to be like 40 when the season starts, right?
36, yeah. 37.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or no,
No,
he's
he's at least 39, right? I think.
I want to say
Right?
38. I want to
Okay,
say
I can-
38.
I'm not
He's
looking at it.
38.
Somewhere in that range.
38.
38?
He's 38.
Yeah,
Will he be
like a
39 by the
known
season?
stud and then just
He's-
draft a
he's-
quarterback
he's
in 2 years.
38,
Like,
Hey
Oh,
guys,
he's
he's 38. His birthday's December 2nd as well, in case that's what you're looking
Okay,
for as
cool.
well.
No,
He'll be
I was
39
gonna
in
look at,
December. Yeah.
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 So he'll be 39 during
Hey-
the next playoff run. So I
Hey,
don't know
Brady,
if he
he's
can handle it.
38, buddy.
According to Google, at least.
Yeah. It looks like
Man, that's crazy though. Malik Willis, really? Come on now.
And Geeks in here saying Malik Willis got that combine juice right now. Yeah, probably.
Right now,
people are hyped on
Is
it.
Malik Willis like the favorite to be the first quarterback on the board yet? Because I know it's Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, there's been rumors he's going as high as number 2 now.
But like when we had a question about Kenny Pickett and Kenny Pickett was the favorite.
He's currently favored by FanDuel Sportsbook. He is the only one with minus odds, so he's at minus 170.
I said this like 2 weeks ago. I said I'll bet anyone out there that Malik Willis will be drafted. Well, I said will be drafted, so it still could change. So we'll see.
Josh is like, but I'm victory lapping early.
Yeah.
They'll run it.
And Jason, late 30s is not old. Yeah, just keep telling
They
yourself
need
that,
to
Jay.
say
Keep
that.
telling yourself that.
Jay's like,
They
please
need
say
that
that.
to be true.
Please
Guys-
agree with me, guys.
Mike, you didn't get any points, but you also played some excellent defense on that one. You blocked
Yeah,
out everyone else from
solid.
getting points with your line you set there as well. So the scores are staying the same, status quo. And Tim, we are moving on to your next poll. Are you ready?
Yeah, I can't do much worse than the past 2. So
Hey, you got within 5 on
That's
your
true,
first
yeah.
guess. But your
that
poll,
was not-
Tim, this is a Dynasty Superflex League. That's all the info we are given. Side A is Devontae Adams plus Calvin Ridley. Side B is Justin Fields plus Davis Mills. What percentage of people chose the Devontae Adams and Calvin Ridley side of this poll?
Oh, this
Wow.
is so dumb. I don't like this at all.
2 quarterbacks for 2 wide receivers.
Yeah, what a weird
What
trade.
an interesting trade. Yeah.
I thought this one was really weird when I saw it.
I have no idea.
It's hard to value Calvin Ridley, right?
Right,
Kind of.
Mhm.
damn near impossible.
Not for me.
I wouldn't bet on it. Gosh. Do I think? Oh no, this is not fun. I don't like it. Who made me play this game? What?
We did.
Gosh, uncertainty with Calvin Ridley. I think is but Davis Mills is fine.
It's a ringing
Justin
endorsement.
Fields is fine. But
What's it
Devontae
gonna be,
Adams is the
Tim?
best. I don't know. If I don't know, I'm just gonna. I know it's super flex, and I know this is. I still want Devontae Adams and Calvin Ridley, even though that's probably. I'll go 51.
51% from Tim on the Devontae Adams and Calvin
I don't
Ridley
feel
side.
good about it.
John
I
Luke,
made it. No, I think it was.
I think it's a good guess.
Yeah.
God, this one sucks. I think this might be the worst one you've come up with so far, Simon.
This is.
I didn't
tough.
come up with it. I'm just a
This is-
curator. I'm just a
Right.
Screw
curator.
you, Simon.
Right.
Screw you for this.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna take over.
The over from JL says more people will pick the Devontae Adams and Calvin Ridley side. Joshua, what about you?
So pretty much everyone that has like Calvin Ridley on a dynasty team is like, it's definitely Calvin Ridley, right, guys? But with the Aaron Rodgers news and the Devontae Adams signing, I think Adams is going to get drafted ahead of Justin Fields in most places, and then I still think Calvin Ridley is going to get drafted ahead of Davis Mills, even in a Superflex league in a lot of places. I'm not saying that's correct. I think Side A is probably going to win this.
I think it's
I'll go
correct. I would
over.
take Calvin Ridley over Davis
take
Mills.
over.
Easy.
Yeah. It's a Superflex league though. Superflex.
Davis, yeah, but
And
Davis
you don't
Mills
get
might be
Calvin
nothing.
Ridley at all next year.
I know, but then
Well,
you get him after that.
We've got double overs so far.
Yeah,
Mike,
yeah.
are you taking
It's,
the over
I
or
think
the
you did have
under?
a good guess, JL. I do.
Oh my! So
Tim's guess was 51%, just as a reminder.
Oh,
And your two
I thought
other
JL guessed
contestants
51%.
guessed over.
Okay.
I'm gonna go under. I'm gonna go with the quarterbacks. I think that Superflex values quarterbacks, so I'm gonna go under. But it's a good line. It really is.
Yeah.
I just think I think Calvin Ridley puts a damper on the side right now. Just people's perception. And 2 quarterbacks in Superflex. You don't get those trades very often.
There we go. We've got lots of good guesses in the chat,
is
kind of
tough.
all over the place. Craig with
Who are your wide receivers that
52%.
you can just give up?
Yeah, right.
You already pretty much lost Calvin Ridley.
Mr. Scammers with 19%, Sean with 27, Geek with 44, Brady guessing
Wow, all
38,
over the
Dame
place.
also at 38, Albert at 54, come here now at 75, Kev at 52, Jay at 50, and Jay Wall at 70.
Clearly.
All
All
over the place.
Clearly,
Nobody
this
knows.
all- Yeah,
Nobody
this
knows.
all-
Nobody
there's
knows.
no linear logic to
Brady's
it.
saying I just traded away Ridley and got Michael Gallup, so a little bit of an insight into maybe how
got
he's being
guesses
valued
from-
right now.
27 to 79%.
All over the place. Guys, the actual percentage of people that chose side
Yeah.
A, though, was somewhere in that range. between
Oh,
the
heck
guesses
yeah.
that we
All
had.
right.
So
Nice.
it was in
Not
that
bad.
range. And
Nice.
it was 60%. 60%
Oh,
wow.
of people chose
Yes.
the wide receiver side of this poll. Mike, I'm with you.
Would
I
you
was a
look at that?
little bit surprised by this one. But Tim, you were within 10, so that is going to add 3 to your total. JL, you correctly picked the over-under, adding 2 to yours. Josh, you did the same thing. So, guys, the score update
Man.
after Tim's turn.
That's a wild
Mike,
one.
you're at 7. JL sneaking up on you there with 6. Josh at 11 and Tim at 12. But it is anybody's game still, for sure. JL, it's your turn. This might be
go.
your opportunity to
Don't
take
say
the
it.
lead.
No, he's wrong.
Mike.
Yeah, he is wrong. Thank you, Mike.
Are you ready for your poll, JL?
Yep.
Okay, this is a 12-team Dynasty 1-quarterback league. Side A is DeAndre Swift plus the 2022 109. Side B is Javonte Williams plus Mike Evans. What percentage of people chose the DeAndre Swift side of this poll?
Swift, Williams, man, give me lots of Javonte Williams polls today.
Yeah.
And then Mike Evans and the 109.
No, you completely mixed up the teams. If you look
No,
on
I'm
the
just
screen.
comparing. I'm
Oh,
comparing.
gotcha.
Oh yeah. I was confused too. I was like, no.
That's not
really
sounding
hard
great.
to
I was
answer.
just fucking
Give me
asking
Swift and Javante by a lot.
Yeah.
97.
Mike Evans and the 109. DeAndre Swift and
It's
Javonte
like 2
Williams.
top 5 Dynasty running backs or a ham sandwich and Mike Evans. It's not even an Italian.
It's not even an Italian.
That's who you draft at the 109. It's a ham sandwich.
Ooh.
I'm gonna Swift and Williams are pretty even, I think. 109, 12-team Dynasty, 1 QB. Mike Evans. I'm gonna go with 40. We'll go with 47%. No, 44%. No, 45%.
Final
Got it.
answer?
Guess that you get. How many times you get to guess?
All of the times.
You want to throw it to
Jail.
65
Lock
just so you
in.
can say I nailed it at some point?
Yeah.
Lock
1
in
through
on
100.
your final answer.
45.
45 locked in. Josh, are you taking the over or under on JL's guess of 45% on side A?
I know that was a good guess, JL. I'm like certain. Like I think it's going to be right under 50%. Like right under 50%. I think there's a little bit more value with DeAndre Swift. I think there's a little bit more value with Mike Evans when you compare the 109. And I think it's going to be right under 40. But I don't know if I should take the under over or under. Like if there's a chance to Queen Bee, this might be it. This actually might be the time.
And
to
it's
do
a
it.
9,
for it.
Josh. And it's a
Go
9.
for it.
Over.
Coward.
Wow.
Josh took the over. Mike, are you going over, under? What are you doing here?
I'm going over it. I think that Swift has more value than Javonte, and I think that Twitter is going to think that the 109 has more value than Mike Evans.
Timothy, what about you? Over, under? Where are you going on JL's guess of 45%?
I 2 overs in front of me. I got to stick with the over.
3 overs. So, JL, your guess was 45%. You had 3 overs from your fellow contestants.
Josh,
And
I
we
would
had
have
some
queen beat
guesses
if you did.
in the chat.
Really? Okay, that would be
Yeah.
Dame
I
with
thought about it.
66. Craig with
Rubbed your cowardice
65.
off on Tim.
Sean
I
with
should.
38. Come here now at 34. Albert with 63. Mr. Scampers with 41. Brady with 46. And Jaywell with Jaywell.
Jaywell.
with
Can we start calling him
35%.
Jaywell?
Jaywell. And Kev with 52 on that one. Guys, the actual percentage of people that chose DeAndre Swift in the 109 over Javonte Williams and Mike Evans was
89%.
45%.
Oh!
Exactly right. And Josh, you
Josh,
should have queen beat.
you
I was
convinced
trying
me
to
not
keep
to,
the
Josh.
Wow.
straight.
You
whenever
bozo.
did that.
Wow.
Yo.
That is going to add 10 points to your
Oh.
score, giving you the lead
No!
right as we sneak into the
No!
final.
Oh, my.
Punch in the
Josh.
sky.
Jail, that's when you were flirting around there. You were like 46, no 47, no 44. I was like, where's he gonna land? Like, is he gonna land on it? And I was
You
trying
guys
so hard
coulda
not to
nailed
give
it.
anything.
Double
I
away.
want
Queen
to. I
bee.
want to recount because he said like 9 numbers, and this is nonsense.
Like we cheated. It would have looked like we cheated if we all queen beat. Tim, me, and JL all got it.
Well,
right.
I would have lost it.
Yeah,
I
Mike
would've
would've
just
been
left.
like, Mike
I
said,
would've
I'm out
left.
of here.
My
I'm
pants
done.
would've
Everyone
been
else
off.
gets 10 points. Mike's like,
You might
screw
as
this,
well
I'm
have
done.
left.
It would have been over.
I also
Oh,
would have
man.
been so pissed that
This is
I
one of the
hit
most
it exactly
ridiculous
on, and
poll
now you guys
perceptions,
would have
like, ever.
also got 10
And
points.
Mr. Scamper said, holy coulda, woulda, shoulda on that one. Indeed. Well, Josh, I hope you're not reeling too much from that one because we have another poll for you that you have to answer. We're going to go straight into it to make sure we have time for our final round as well. This is a 12-team Dynasty Superflex PPR League. Side A is Christian McCaffrey. Side B is Antonio Gibson and Travis Etienne. What percentage of people chose the Christian McCaffrey side of this poll?
Christian McCaffrey is the most valuable asset in this trade. So let's say that Christian McCaffrey is an early second round pick in a Superflex league. Antonio Gibson's a early third round pick on average, maybe even a late second round pick. Fourth round pick at the latest, I think. And then Travis Etienne, he's right there, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh round value. I think there's a little bit more value on the Antonio Gibson, Travis Etienne side, two young stud running backs in a dynasty league compared to Christian McCaffrey, who's obviously an elite producer when he's healthy, but he's getting older. So I think Christian McCaffrey's side is going to be slightly under. I just want to go 45% again, but I'm going to do it 45%.
45% from Joshua there. Mike, do you think the actual answer is over or under Josh's guess of 45 on the CMC side here?
Over. I think CMC still has a lot of stands on Twitter, so I'm going to go over, and I would take side A also. So
over, and he would take side A. Tim, what about you?
Yeah, I'll take the over. Was it James Robinson is still not bad, so
he's not bad.
He's still not bad. I'll take.
We're waiting for him to be bad.
Yeah,
JL, we've got two overs on Josh's guess of 45% so far. What is your guess?
I'll take the Trey over.
Triple
Trey
overs
over
on this one right here. So guys,
give him the under.
We had some answers in the chat for this one. Brady with 22%, Craig with 40, Sean with 52, Jay with 44, Geek with 55. Come here now with 73, J-Wall with 35, Mr. Scambers with 61, and Albert with 42%. The actual percentage of people that chose CMC in this poll was 32%.
Wow.
32%. So
no one's really happy with that.
you're going to get 1
CMC.
point, Josh. You're going to get 1 point on that one. But yeah, I think the CMC hate might have gone a little bit too far is what I saw from this poll. People really counting them out. Jail, I saw your tweet. I think it was yesterday talking about backs that get injured and then come back strong. And people continuously undervalue them, but I think that's what's happening with CMC.
Look, take out the Christian McCaffrey is amazing aspect. It's a 26-year-old running back by the start of next season compared to a 22 and two 22-year-olds. Antonio Gibson was the number 10 overall running back last year, I believe.
Christian McCaffrey will outscore both of them next year
combined
if he stays healthy.
Maybe.
Travis Etienne
combined,
is also injured. So
24 points a game.
He's going to be good to go for the beginning of the season.
Oh,
I'm all about. So it's the same debate. Travis Etienne and Christian McCaffrey. So you can't.
That's what I'm saying.
So
no, I'm saying that people. That's why I voted over, because I thought people would also discount him for the same reason.
Gotcha.
That makes sense over there. But guys, we are going to move into our final poll. Mike, do you happen to have pen and paper ready or a cell phone that you could type your answer on? Either one works.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I got a paper. Let me see if
this is still anyone's game.
You could always write it in your blood as well if you don't have a pen.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing.
Hey, I hope Mike, if Mike wins this right now, he ties Tim and I.
No, not if he gets it right. If he gets it right.
No, I'm gonna get it right.
Dead on.
First
I
was thinking, I forgot the JL.
All right, I'm rooting for Mike.
Up.
There is a path to victory for Mike if he gets it exactly right. While we're waiting for Mike to come back, we can hit this trade real quick. Sam said, would you guys do CD and the 207 for Terry McLaurin and Elijah Mitchell, making a push this year and could use depth? Yeah. Josh, which side would you prefer here?
No, I prefer the CD Lamb side in the 207. I understand needing depth. I'm assuming at running back because he'd be getting that running back. It's not an unfair trade. If I saw this trade go through in a league, I'd be like, good for you guys. I prefer.
Oh, he prefers the CD side. I'm guessing he just cut out right there. I'm with you though, Josh. I've got CD at 3 overall in Dynasty, Terry at 7. So you may think I'd be tempted to take that side, but there is a big gap between 3 and 4 in Dynasty wide receiver rankings for me. So CD is well separated from Terry. I'm with you on that one. Guys,
Elijah Mitchell is considerably better than the 207 though.
Oh yeah, considerably
Absolutely.
better.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one.
You guys ready for your final
That's why
poll?
I said it's a fair trade. It's a fair trade.
All
Yes,
what do we
ready.
got?
Here we go. Here is your final poll. Who would you rather have as your wide receiver 3? Side A, Marquise Brown. Side B, Darnell Mooney. Or side C, Brandon Cooks. What percentage of people chose Marquise Brown in this poll? And that question is all the context that was given in the poll itself. So you guys have about 30 seconds to come up with your answer, and then I will reveal the actual percentage.
I don't know.
Scott said, who do you have? While you're doing that, I'll answer this. I've got Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and then CeeDee Lamb is number 3. And those are the only 2
In terms of wide receivers.
Yeah. There is one other player. The only other player in non-Superflex that's ahead of him is Jonathan Taylor. It goes Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, Jonathan Taylor, CeeDee Lamb for me as my top 4 in Dynasty. Which is why in startup leagues, I want one of those top 4 spots. I want one of those guys on my team. Want to make sure of it. And Mr. Scamper's answering for me on that one. You guys got your answers?
Mhm.
No, I was waiting for the question to come back up. I forgot who the options were.
That's true. I forgot.
I'm with you,
crap.
Josh. I'm with you, Josh.
Marquise Brown is side A, Darnell Mooney is side B, and Brandon Cooks is side C. You are guessing on the Marquise Brown side.
This is
I have
tough.
no idea. I wrote this down already.
You know what? I'm just sticking with this number. It's stuck in my head.
Damn.
Oh God, that was the worst 4 I've ever drawn.
Driven? That's
Driven.
the worst 4 you've ever driven.
That would have been
Guys-
so embarrassing if I showed that.
All right,
Mike.
I'm good.
Everyone got their answers, JL?
Simon,
Finalize it. Mike, we're going to come to you first for your
Tell me what to
answer. What is your number?
I'm going bold. I'm going to say only 18% of people pick Marquise Brown.
18% from
Twitter
Mike.
loves Darnell Mooney.
Tim, we'll come to you next. What percentage did you put down?
Yeah, now I don't feel good. Can you see that?
39% from Timothy. Joshua, where are you going?
36.
Oh,
36
son
from
of a gun.
Joshua and JL. What did you write?
ooh, 42.
No.
42%.
I'm looking.
So
I'm looking at the chat, and it's pretty mixed. There's a lot of high answers though.
88, 22, 48, 76, 54
Holy
from
cow.
Albert, J Wall with 51, Sean with 56, Brady at 26, John Edwards at 57%, Kev
John.
at 27, Mr. Scampers at 33, Geek at 25. And guys, the actual percentage of people that chose Marquise Brown in this poll was 40%. It was
Yes!
40%.
Wow.
Tim, you get that and you get the
Nice.
victory. 5 points on your score is going to put you at 17, 1 point ahead of JL for the
I
W.
don't even
today.
care.
Love it.
Mike, you take your stupid Italian and you shove it up your butt.
You know what, JL? You know what my goal was?
Show
We
it up,
stated
tell
at
me
the
what to
beginning.
do.
Never JL, and
Never
I feel like a
JL.
winner.
You
And
made
I
it happen.
feel like a winner.
Well, I was never Mike, so I also feel like a winner. So suck it.
I was
Guys.
always Josh, and
Tell
I feel
your
like
mom
a
I'm
loser.
just kidding. She's probably swearing at me in the chat.
Yeah.
It's just getting muted because of the language.
The chat is going crazy for you, Tim, getting that W. And Tim,
man.
I
Well,
think you
you was the
only show
closest
up
out
in
of
poll
everyone.
perception when there's at least 4 contestants. Whenever there's at least 4, Tim shows up to play. I think those are the only
And
two
on the
contestants
last
that
time, I
I
got a
won.
good winning rate too.
Yeah, you got the best winning rate out of all of us, probably.
Guys, that is going to be it for us this afternoon. But before we go, a big thanks to our guest Mike for coming on and playing with us today. Guys, if you are not already following Mike on Twitter, go and do that right now at Daddy's Home FF. Mike, thank you so much for coming on with us today, my man. This was a
Thanks,
blast.
guys. Always fun, you know that. And Tim, Josh, Simon, great to see you guys.
And guys,
Hey, Mike, it was great to see you too.
I'm sure it was,
man.
JL.
It was fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
also, guys, 2 more
thank you.
reminders before we jump, though. Number 1, we are hosting a March Madness tournament this year. If you have not done so already and joined, you can find all of the details on our Twitter. But the basics of it are, in order to enter, you just need to follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then join our Discord and go to the March Madness channel for entry. The first entry is free, and we'll be giving out additional entries leading up to the tournament starting. The grand champion of this is going to get an autographed NFL player jersey, an FYF hat, and a Fun Friday guest spot or a 30-minute draft consultation with your favorite FYF member, aka Josh. So whichever one of those you guys
You're just
want is
assuming.
what will come whenever
Clearly, I'm
you are
pretty
the
good.
champion there. Our second reminder, if you're not sick, Yeah, they might all pick Tim right there. If you are not sick of us yet, if you're not sick of my face, JL's face, or Josh's face, we are going to be live on the FanDuel YouTube and Twitch channel at 6 p.m. Eastern time in 2 hours. So make sure you guys head on over there. We're playing some Fantasy Jeopardy with Corey Parsons. So come check that out. Play some Fantasy Jeopardy with us this afternoon. Until then, though, we are out of here. Thank you again, Mike. Thank you, everybody who played along with us. We'll see you guys later. Adios, everyone.
Treating me fantasy fun.
Arrivederci.
Arrivederci.